Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
97.9 GRD rocks. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. Snow showers at times throughout today. It's going to be cold like this, well, I mean, in theory, until like April. But in reality, this particular snap of below freezing is going to continue for a while. Saw this.
Yeah, I believe this is part of an Alberta Clipper.
Former radio guy and pal Eric posted this on Facebook. Not the Eric that used to work here before people get all conspiracy theory about stuff, though he probably posts stuff on Facebook also. But BuzzFeed is going to be live streaming Monty Python and the Holy Grail on Facebook so people can watch it together while at work today.
Really? Oh, my God.
I think it's during the day.
That's awesome.
What a time waster.
Yes. On Facebook, Friday, December 8th. Let's see what time it starts. It's going to start at 4 o'clock. Wait. Thursday, December 8th. Oh, yesterday. Damn it. I'm bad at things.
Oh,
okay. So,
Yeah,
all
right.
Okay, let me open up my computer yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, all right, there it is.
Oh, man. Now I'll have to just find it online for free using Google.
Now I can't read all the comments by America's most clever people.
Oh,
Would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1,000 comments of neep, neep, neep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I sure ruined that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in me.
Yeah, you did.
Who has big plans this weekend? Hot Wings.
We're gonna take the kids to see Santa Claus.
You are?
Yeah.
Which one do you go to? I mean, I guess maybe you don't want to say because then people could find you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell.
Never mind.
Say I'm not gonna tell you where I'm.
He's in such demand.
Find you.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonder what Hot Wings is doing this weekend.
Do your kids like Santa? Do they like going to
Yes.
see Santa?
Yeah.
No hesitancy.
No, there had been in the past.
Yeah.
Never with Grayson. Grayson's always liked people. Like he's never been afraid of people or weirded out. Like Liam, the first couple of years, it wasn't so much that he didn't like Santa. It was just that he was really fidgety. Like he just didn't care.
Henry
he didn't
loves-
want to be there. He wanted to be just running around. But now we can at least elicit one good picture out of Liam.
No chance.
Liam, I will give you as many M&Ms as you want if you take one good picture.
And that works?
Sometimes. Actually, a lot of times, yeah. You can bribe. He has to be bribed. It's a terrible precedent that we've set with that kid.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But,
it works.
sometimes, he's just going to have to learn the harder way as he gets older.
Yes.
No, that's what are you talking? You taught him what life is all about. You want me to
Barter.
do this?
Yeah.
I want that.
What's in it for me?
Yeah, I don't work for free, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have that picture on my refrigerator for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you will.
Our 4-year-old legal loophole, Henry, would like Santa to get the information that Santa needs about his Christmas list.
Yeah.
So he asked his mom and me to take dictation on a list since he can't write yet.
Yeah.
Does he want to give it to Santa himself or possibly tell Santa himself verbally? He does not. He doesn't even want to be there when the letter is presented.
No, he wants his 2 secretaries to take it to him.
Oliver and Hayden to take it. I'll stay at the house.
I thought I met you guys.
No, Oliver and Hayden
his wife.
should get their picture taken with Santa,
Yeah.
and they can give him my letter.
What's he asking for this year? What do 4-year-olds want?
I would love to know.
What's on TV?
What don't they want?
Everything.
Yeah.
One of those cool pillow pets.
He wants a new Lincoln, pillow pets, anything made of blocks, anything with wheels, anything that's a motorcycle, monster truck, or a Hot Wheels car. Anything that you might put one of those things in.
Viagra,
Also,
Lunesta.
Isn't it
Paw Patrol, Blaze, anything like that.
It's remarkable that they really want everything, regardless of whether or not it makes sense for them to want it.
Yes.
Like I understand when we're watching kids programming and they want the Snackies cups and the pillow pets and, everything else that is always advertised on those. But they will want things. Dad, I want that table saw. Or it'll be, Dad, I want to get you that table saw for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything that's on television, it really is like that.
Yeah. Henry, Dad, I want Ven Johnson to take care of my drunken driving for Christmas. Well, son, I don't think you're going to drink and drive. That's what I want.
That is what I want.
All right, we'll put it on the list for Santa.
Son,
Dad, I want to call Sam for Christmas.
You're going to need an ice cold Coors to do that. Here you go, kid. Ride the silver bullet.
I can tell you this. Every so often I'll get on the phone with Santa, and he's getting really bummed out that every time he gets all of the toys made for the kids, then they change what's number one on the list.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What was number one on the list?
It was Minecraft stuff.
Okay,
and then
but not anymore.
Well, that's still very pivotal on the list. So we're really hoping Santa manages that one. But now it's he wants another radio control car.
Another one.
You go
Well,
gas
now
powered.
he wants one that's like where you hold it and it's like a trigger. It looks like a trigger.
Oh yeah,
with,
And then he
with a
has the
little wheel on
He
it.
wants an adult one.
Yeah.
Not that pop. You didn't get him one of those ones where it goes forward, and if you want to turn, it only turns in reverse, and it has a wire hook to it. If you did, I swear to God, I'm never talking to you again until Monday.
No, I've never done that. Two, I've never bought him any remote control cars.
Okay.
However, Santa last year bought him.
Made him.
Don't you say that right? Don't you say the wrong answer?
Or
I don't want to be mad at Santa.
Made him. Oh hell no, man! It was this giant ass grave digger.
Yes. Oh, I've seen that one at Santa's workshop.
Oh, it was badass. But it turns out that it doesn't get used that much because it's a little bit too big, and it really doesn't go over things very well. It seems like it would,
What?
but
you
it
need
really
to get
doesn't.
him a bigger one then.
Crap.
Yeah, it's not 4-wheel drive. You think it is because why wouldn't it be? It's a monster truck and it's big and it's giant. It's got balloon
But it's
tires
still a
on
toy.
it.
Yeah,
You should get to
But
make you should get to make Dennis Anderson eat that when they come to town in February.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This has
I'm
your name
going
on
to.
it. This is terrible. You eat it.
going
Dennis
to. I'm going to.
Was that the original grave?
I think that might be the
I think-
driver
yeah,
of
no, I
Grave
think
Digger.
it still is.
I think he still drives Gravedigger, but there's like 19 Gravedigger drivers now.
There are.
Well, yeah, there's like
yeah.
19. There's Son of a Digger. There's Original Grave Digger, which is just the same van with less paint.
Dude,
Uncle Digger.
There's
Digger.
There's like 3 different circuits of Monster Jam. Where like if they're in town, if they're in Grand Rapids, they're also in Menominee Falls, and they're in somewhere in Pennsylvania, and they're in Sacramento. I mean I had no idea what a massive operation that was until they came to town, and I was like, oh, okay, what are the dates that they're here? So I just went to like monsterjam.com.
Yeah.
And I go, holy crap.
Yeah.
And that's when you realize that there are 5 different Gravedigger teams.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, there's been a lot of drivers
Yeah.
over the years.
yeah.
A lot of
None better than
drivers.
Dennis Anderson, Joe.
No,
if
he's
you're
the
going to make
original,
someone
man.
eat a Gravedigger doll, that's the guy who's eating one.
All right, closest without going over. Dennis Anderson net worth. Free beer.
You
$15
mean
million.
when he was still living?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I know.
You said 15 million?
$15 million.
Okay, Hot Wings.
Oh my God. With all the merchandising, I'm going to say $100 million.
I'd just like to point out before you say that, Feld Entertainment is the owner of Gravedigger. So Dennis Anderson, just still a driver. I'll bet he sold those rights for a corn dog
It's possible.
in Iowa in 1984.
With mustard.
So you're saying his net worth is Iowa corn dog that's old?
I'm saying that Dennis Anderson is lucky that he is not setting himself
Okay.
on fire in Hudsonville
With Crash.
and has made
Crash
negative
Monroe.
$80,000.
So you think Dennis Anderson doesn't still get to drive? It's that he still has
to
to
drive.
because otherwise
Yes.
he can't eat corn dogs.
I'm gonna say he's worth
Okay.
about I'll get $500,000.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Justin.
I'll give him $1 million.
This is a fun
Okay.
game.
We have a really wide spectrum.
Yeah,
here.
we
Yeah, we have
Because Hot
500,000 to
Hot Wings-
100 million.
100 million.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
It depends. Yeah.
$100 million.
Don't say it depends. It's already over. You don't even have to say it depends now. You've
well.
already gave it a decision, and then
Yeah.
you still wanted to work it depends. Get him in his ball.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis Anderson's net worth, according to celebritynetworth.com, $3 million.
Oh.
You're right,
That's
Joe.
a lot lower
he
than I
sold
would've
too
thought.
early.
Yeah.
He sold too early. See, when I made my guess, I assumed that he still owned the rights. I didn't know he would have.
Because boy, did they pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I-
want popcorn? Wouldn't you like it better if it came in a Gravedigger tire?
Yeah,
No.
I assumed
well, too
he
bad.
owned
Your
all
kid
those
does.
rights.
That's $2,000.
It's the only. Well, there's Bigfoot and Gravedigger. Those are the only. Who drives Bigfoot? Let's
Bob
find this
Chandler, he created
Well, he
Bigfoot.
I would have
created
gotten
it.
that one. That
Find
one's
out how-
easy. Why don't you ask me who's on the dollar bill?
out. Find out how much Bob Chandler's worth. I want to know this one.
see.
Okay, Bob Chandler, $11 million.
When was he?
No, higher. He's worth $15 million.
See,
Stick at $15 million.
He
All
might
monster
still,
truck drivers.
he might still be worth more because he didn't sell out. He's not part of the Monster Jam tour.
No.
He's just Bigfoot?
He just shows up places. And they changed Bigfoot. It was a real...
Well, there's also like a million Bigfoots.
Well, I know that there are a million Bigfoots, but they changed the way it looks.
Yeah.
It's not blue anymore.
Yeah, remember did you ever see the Bigfoot
It's like light orange. It looks like sherbet.
That's just one of many. Did you ever see the big Bigfoot where it had big enough tires that it could crush monster trucks?
That was Bigfoot 4, free beer.
Oh my
Bigfoot
God.
4.
All right, how much is Bob Chandler worth Hot Wings?
$10 million.
Justin.
$5 million.
Joe.
I'm going $3 million.
Okay, Steve.
Unclear.
But you can't ask a question where the answer is unclear.
no.
I didn't ask it.
You said, how much is he worth?
Yeah. Yeah,
You did. You started. You said, hey, guys, I got another fun one.
Yeah.
Here's a fun financial conundrum.
I don't know if I should argue because I can't remember if I said it or not.
I know what you guys love, finances and monster truck drivers.
Dude,
It doesn't matter. Just guess. We won't hold you to it. We're not going to steal your firstborn baby.
8 million.
No, at least guess what I said.
I'll bet he's worth
play this
about
game.
whatever the scrap parts for 10 different Bigfoot trucks are.
Yeah, how many divorces has he had?
Well, does he own the rights or not?
I've never seen Celebrity Net
that
Worth.
makes a big difference.
Celebrity Net Worth lists him as under review.
Bigfoot
Under review
truck.
with who?
Yeah, he owns Bigfoot. Bob Chandler is the owner, and then there's a bunch of drivers just like Gravedigger. How about Truckosaurus? Did you guys? That's all I ever wanted. I never cared about monster trucks, but when that commercial came on in the late '80s, early '90s, I wanted to see a T-Rex made out of steel eat trucks and shoot fire.
Because they'd ship it in on a flatbed, and then it would
Did you see that?
slowly climb up. Yeah, I saw Truckosaurus.
You saw it in person?
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
saw it at
jealous, man.
I saw it at Freehold Raceway.
I never got to see that. I never got to see. I never got to go to Bozo and potentially play the Bozo buckets. My childhood sucked, man.
Oh,
That sounds terrible.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Were the Bozo buckets filled with cream? just got to figure they would be.
They would have been if Joe got to play.
all right. Let's see if this little.
I had to
piggy
use
can-
both hands to help Bozo fill those buckets. Oh, boy.
Hey, are you going to get a mouthful of Bozo's yogurt?
Oh, that's what kind of show it was.
Bozo's Froyo. This Froyo's hot.
Boyo.
Yo.
There I am. He introduces Cookie, and I've already eaten half of him, not realizing it's a real human being dressed as a clown. He still tastes delicious.
Oh, my God. This guy sent an email about kids changing what they want from Santa.
Oh, yeah.
He writes, when I was about Henry and Grayson's age, I really wanted a Big Wheels, which is the three-wheeled plastic.
Yeah.
Which apparently was the Cabbage Patch dolls of the 70s, impossible to get. Somehow my parents found one, and when I tore it open on Christmas morning and sighed, oh, great, just what I always didn't want.
Oh, my God.
It says I'm 45 and my parents still bring it up every Christmas.
Of course they do.
That's what I always
That's
didn't
fantastic. For a kid, that is awesome. I can't wait to
Wow.
use that on my friends and family.
Just what I didn't want. I can't believe a boy said that about a big wheel, though.
Right?
I can't either.
Shocking.
But you know
freak.
what?
Yeah, what is
whatever.
wrong with
He
you?
wanted a new thing. There was a new thing that took over his brain as being the greatest thing ever.
He no doubt he had shifted to big tracks.
or
something
power
like
wheels.
that.
or
I rode
something.
my Big Wheel so much that the front wheel had holes from stopping
of
it on the
course.
concrete.
Yeah, you
Yours
fill it
too?
with
My front wheel split into two pieces.
Oh,
I
yeah,
begged
you
my
fill-
parents to order another one.
You fill it with
I don't know
rocks.
from where.
And me and Joe didn't have one, so eat S.
I never did. I never.
Well, you wouldn't have had a place to do it, probably.
What are you
I
talking
guess.
about? Down the alleyways and side streets of the third largest city in the country. What are you talking about?
Windy City is made for big wheeling.
Yeah, it's made for kids to just go and do things on the streets. There's no predators out there.
Yeah, the new ones are great because they wrap the front tire in like
Rubber.
thick rubber.
Yeah,
but
that's-
back
oh, wow.
then they were hard plastic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'd always feel cool because you'd be like, I'm gonna peel out.
Yeah.
And you couldn't help but peel out because it was like you were on ice all the time.
Or you'd use that. That's how you would stop too, because the pedals
Yes.
were fixed
Yeah.
to the front wheel, so
Yeah.
you had to constantly pedal.
It was a
So you'd be-
fixie.
So you'd be flying down the street, and when you wanted to stop, you just crank back on those pedals, and it would just skid to a stop and leave a flat spot in the wheel.
Yeah, you spin out. That's Grayson's favorite thing to do is the big spin out. That's the only reason to own the big wheel, man.
Yeah.
Is to get up some momentum and do the spin out.
Okay, so Hot Wings taking the kids to see Santa. Joe, what's your big plans this weekend?
Today at 2:00, I am going to see Office Christmas Party, whatever it's called.
Oh, I want to see that.
I think
I know.
it is called Office Christmas Party. Right?
I don't know what to think of it. I think it's going to be funny.
I do too.
All those great people together. I mean, that's been said a million times, and there have been 1,000 stinkers.
Yes.
But
This seems
like I
it's-
always hope.
It's going to be like the New Year's Eve of comedies, where they had those movies, Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve, where it was a billion celebrities, a billion short stories, and then
Ultimately, it sucked.
yeah.
Like there was.
But I don't
just-
care.
hope not.
This one has so many good people. I think it will have to be funny, even if the story sucks.
Just in the trailer, when I see that guy start to swing with those Christmas lights, and then he dies in real life, because that's the only possible way they could have pulled that stunt off, I laugh my ass off. Have you seen that?
I don't know.
I'll
No.
pull up that trailer. Just watch that one part. Make sure it's not Red Band.
Yeah.
And I think I'm driving to Detroit tomorrow. Hang out with my uncle, see my grandma.
You going to be on his podcast?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Maybe we took. You know what? He invited me on a long time ago, and I haven't had a chance to get out there since then. Maybe I'll make him do one. I don't know.
That's
He
not
does
how,
that-
That's not how it works. I don't
He does that right in his house, right?
Yeah,
Got the whole studio set up.
yeah. It looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
Does he ever ask about me?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Are you not getting his texts?
No, I haven't gotten a text in a while.
His e-cards?
I did get.
Yeah, I never get any of those.
I got some good texts a while ago.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Those were very good.
Yeah.
And right.
We really bonded
Yeah.
over a lot.
Yeah,
Over the last
we have
while.
over a few things.
Steve, what are you doing this weekend?
We're going up to Traverse City tonight.
Oh, braggadocio.
Yeah.
Wine country.
bragging camp
Oh,
going.
yeah, no kidding. Do
What
you
are you
have
gonna do
plans for
there?
dinner?
No, we don't.
Hot damn.
Joe
I got
has
a
the best
restaurant
place.
just
You got a
for
spot for me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Should I mention your name?
Hear me out on this.
Yes.
They serve sandwiches. It's called Subway.
Yeah.
No, what is it called?
Go get
Fresh.
the Reuben.
I think it's called the Franklin.
The Franklin.
Damn it. Dude, I had the best meal, and then I had the best half meal that Ellen didn't eat because I ate it.
Before she got home.
Was it so good that you finished it and said, Jesus Christ?
Yes. Like over and
If
over.
you like it so much, Ellen, why don't you drive back to Traverse City and get more instead of eating leftovers?
Holy
All right, the
Crap.
Franklin.
Nice.
Okay, so
Franklin.
right on Front Street, looks
and
like.
they have I don't know if it would be open right now. It looked like there were a lot of heat lamps up there, but it looks like we didn't sit up there. They have one of the coolest decks I've ever
Oh,
seen.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Might be too cold for that.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to sit on a cool deck right now?
No, they
this
got.
a,
I told you there's heat lamps.
Is this a tangible benchmark weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
You heard it
like
there
something that
first.
you wouldn't want to do cliched at the holidays.
right out of Steve's mouth through free beer.
Yeah.
That I have to at some
you
point.
explain that?
No, like, do you want now or should we do it
If
on
you
the
can.
on the
It's
network?
funny.
Oh no! So I talked earlier about how I had that conversation with Peter the other day. Peter from Compass, who does all the syndication for the radio show.
Yeah.
So we talk we talk shop for 20 minutes, and then in the last 8 seconds of the conversation, Peter acts like a human and tries to ask about my personal life. So you still living with that girl?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, this is his fuzzy talk.
So,
So I-
yeah, what kind of things do you, you
I
like
mean, you
doing?
kids,
Oh,
what are you into? Like, yeah, I mean,
That's the other part. I can't wait till you tell them that.
you're going to the movies, eating your popcorn or whatever.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
what
a
do
whole
you
other
guys
part.
do?
I don't
That's
know.
a whole other part of this. So I said, yeah, Peter, I'm still living with that girl. He goes, so what's new? Any tangible benchmarks there?
I love it.
And
That
I was
is a
like-
great way to put it.
Tangible benchmarks.
I told him, this is mine now.
like, Peter, what are you trying to just say what you're trying to say like a human? You engaged yet? No, Peter, we haven't reached that tangible benchmark in our relationship yet. And then later in the conversation, he was saying how in his ideal world we would all do our own like individual podcasts as part of the whole Free Beer and Hot Wings network.
Yeah.
He's like, so Greg could do his show about sports, and Joe could do one about movies, and Chris could do one about wrenching on old cars. And then he stopped, and I said, well, what about me, Peter? What would my podcast be about? And he's like, you're I don't know. You're into truckers and hanging out with truckers, right?
Hanging out with truckers. Yeah, trucker hanging with Steve.
Oh yes.
I was like, no, Peter, I'm not going to do a podcast about hanging out with truckers. He goes, I don't know. Well, what do you want to do it about? I said, no, you have to listen to the show more, and you tell me. I need you to know me better.
He
Peter.
thinks you're a lot lizard.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So stay tuned for my hot new podcast where I hang out with truckers.
I love that idea.
He's the Schneider Insider.
You think I'm kidding? I'd listen to that podcast.
Trucker chat.
You find the weirdest of the weird.
Yeah.
I was offered a job doing that.
What? Talking about truckers?
I was offered a job with Sirius on like their trucker channel.
To talk?
I would be on, basically it was the overnight trucking network or something.
Oh, And
drivers would call in.
Oh, you talked about that. Yeah.
Like two different drivers would call in, and I'd patch them together. They'd talk trucker lingo, and then it would be like, okay, guys, thanks for calling.
Okay, here's CW McCall.
And I'd get two more on the line.
Was this is this a thing that you can listen to now, or was this in the planning stages?
No, I think that's still on.
There's
definitely a trucker network on
this was
satellite radio.
5 years ago at this
I'll
point.
bet that
There is, but they play mostly songs that they think truckers would like. And
then they let truckers talk to one another.
And then obviously all of the advertisements are trucker related things like beaded seats and ejaculoid.
They write a kid a phone number for the radio station on the wall at Toys R Us, and then when a kid calls, Teddy Bear calls in and then tracks him down.
Breaker.
Yeah.
It's called Road Dog Trucking Talk.
That was it.
Road Dog Trucking Talk.
Hey, this is Kevin for Kevin's Hula Girl Dash Ornaments.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can get those at
all
the
exciting
Flying
stuff.
J. You can get them at other places, but most likely at the Flying J. Also for all your CB needs.
And this hour brought to you by Crystal Meth.
Keeping awake.
You'll see your family, we promise. We also learned today, we don't even need to ask Justin what he's doing this weekend. He's going to work on his financing and buying a house.
Searching for homes.
Yep. Just the first one he finds.
Yeah.
First one he drives by.
Dude, that's what I did. I bought the first house I looked at.
Yeah. I've done that a million times.
I bought like the 100th house I looked at. So
Yeah, Hot Wings, no surprise, man.
Yeah.
I like this
Mine
one,
was,
bud, you know.
but mine was, because I came up with a list of like 30 that I wanted to go and look at, and I sent them to the dude, and he was like, all right, well, we'll go look at them. We'll start looking at them tomorrow. And the first house we looked at was the one that just happened to be number one on my list. So I was like, well, there's no point in looking at any more. I could look at 100 of them. I know that this one is number one on my list. Why would I even bother? So I just bought it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It is perfect. You saved yourself a lot of trouble.
We've ended up buying
you did.
the first house we looked at on 2 occasions, but each time we then went to look at a bunch of other ones to try to prove we didn't really like the first one that much. And all it did is make us go, oh, yeah, that's the one. Every house you go into after that, you're like, oh, yeah, this one's nice.
Yeah.
But I really like that first one, which is a good feeling. It makes, because otherwise I would have bought it and it'd have been like, oh, God, there's probably like 10 houses better. So
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
Packing. Because we did buy a house.
That's right, of course.
And we're moving a couple days after Christmas. Yeah, braggadocio.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely bragging to be the guy that is going to have 2 houses, one of which he can't sell. Looking for a house? Get in now on the ground floor before it's up for sale, and you decide the wall color, the floor color, and what color the new carpet is.
Yeah.
And the price.
Be able to say you lived where Grand Rapids' biggest celebrity lived.
yeah.
Yeah,
he made babies in that house.
Before this, I bought it from Lee Vanamede.
Yes.
I did make babies in that house, one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones were manufactured off-site.
Yeah. That was the jobs were shipped overseas.
All of the ingredients for the second and third
Way to go.
babies were made in that house.
Yeah.
But then they were taken,
assembled elsewhere.
Yeah, it's like my wife's Volkswagen Jetta was built in Mexico, but most of the parts were from Germany.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Right on.
You can, be the person to walk on Free beer sopping wet basement carpet.
Completely dry, man.
Yeah.
I know.
What about the kitchen floor? That's been flooded a couple times?
He's getting
redone.
Getting redone.
Nice.
Yeah.
See if you can find the still there errant paint splatter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Got to look for that.
Because no matter how much you clean and how many times you paint, there's someday, like 100,
You're
10
talking
years
about-
from now, you're going to go, holy crap.
You're talking about when my mother-in-law carried an open can of paint down the stairs with one arm and no legs, apparently.
Yeah, she weeble wobbled down
I think
the
it was
stairs with a can
probably
of paint.
probably one leg and no
Through
arms.
a child gate with with the cap. She admitted later, I couldn't get the cap on the paint can.
So I threw it on your stairs.
So I whipped it like a frisbee.
So our point was, so were you just going to leave it in the basement without it being tight on there? Yeah, I guess that was my plan. All right, well, that's a terrible plan,
Oh,
but
that's
thank
perfect.
God fate intervened
Jeez.
and made your rickets flare up on step number 3, and you decided to do a spin move.
Yeah, I thought we almost wasted a can of paint because of you.
Yeah.
I would have hated to have had it
Thank God it
dry
got
out without
used.
going all over the carpet, walls, and window. Fact, it was about 3 weeks ago. I was walking down the stairs and I went, there is a spot that will not be gone when someone moves in of where that paint went.
See,
and that is
you
after
should-
2 professional cleaners and back-breaking work for my mother-in-law.
That's
should autograph
who has
it.
a heart condition, but at that moment, we didn't care.
No. It really is amazing how long you can live in a place. I did that last. It's true. Yeah, I literally last weekend.
You monster.
I didn't say clean it up. I just didn't say stop cleaning it up.
Yeah, I mean, you
Monster.
did do it.
Yeah, spilled paint on
Yeah,
the
well, someone
stairs,
died.
man.
We talked about a news story yesterday where someone had to clean up their own poop and had a heart attack.
Yeah, but they
You were
bullied
almost a
that guy
murderer.
into doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was just passive-aggressive thoughts.
This was just, I'll be downstairs playing 2K17.
Yeah. Here's the cleaning supplies you're going to
Yeah,
need
good luck with that.
in the grocery list and dinner wishes.
Don't forget, you're on twin duty, so keep him out of trouble. Mm-hmm. Let's not have him fall off something.
Yeah.
Well done.
Chop, chop.
All right, yeah, so buy my house, thanks. All right,
Yeah.
see ya. Foo Fighters, Everlong. It's 97.9 GRD Rocks.